There are two major traits that have been genetically engineered. There's the poison drinkers and the poison producers. The poison drinkers are crops that are engineered not to die when sprayed with a normal deadly herbicide. Now, there's only been one human feeding study ever published on GMOs. It was done with the soybeans. And they found that part of the gene that is inserted into the soy to make that soybean Roundup ready, so it won't die when sprayed with Roundup herbicide, that gene actually transferred into the DNA of the bacteria living inside our intestines and continued to function. These folks had Roundup ready gut bacteria. So that means long after we stop eating this genetically modified soy, we may still have these genetically modified proteins produced continuously inside of us. There's also the pesticide producers. They're called Bt, because the pesticide that they produce comes from a soil bacterium called Bt, or Bacillus thuringiensis. Peer-reviewed published studies show that when the Bt spray was sprayed over Washington State and Vancouver to kill gypsy moths, about 500 people reported allergy and flu-like symptoms. So what did the genetic engineers do? They took the gene that produces the toxin and they put it into the corn and cotton plants, where it produces this Bt toxin at thousands of times the concentration as the spray form. Although it's never been studied, what happens if the gene that produces the Bt toxin transfers to the bacteria living inside your intestines, like it happened with the soy? If that happens, it might turn our intestinal bacteria into living pesticide factories, continuously producing this Bt toxin inside of our intestines. What I say is, let's not be part of this dangerous experiment. Let's be careful to avoid eating the genetically modified foods, especially for our children who are most sensitive. Go to non-GMOshoppingguide.com for a list of non-genetically modified foods, or download the iPhone application Shop No GMO. Then you can be sure to avoid this dangerous experimental food. Safe eating.